Hello class, Asmita teacher here, and in today's lecture we will be learning about the format that we will be using for writing formal and informal letters. To begin with, let's discuss about informal letter writing. Informal letters are written to people who are close to us or known very well to us. They include letters to parents, brothers and sisters, cousins, nieces and nephews, uncles and aunts, grandparents, friends, and acquaintances. Such letters are termed informal because the style and format to be followed are casual. You write to such people as if you were conversing with them. Informal letters are mainly used for personal communication. While writing an informal letter, the first thing to write is your address, that is, the address of the writer. We usually write the address on the left hand side of the page at the very top. The address should be accurate and complete. Even when writing to close friends or relatives, the address must be written so they can reply back to the letter with ease. If the recipient of the letter is in another country, do not forget to write your country as well in the address. The next thing below the address is the date. This allows the reader to have a reference as to when the letter was written. He can then relate better to the contents of the letter. The next thing is greeting. Now, since you know the person you are writing to, the greeting can be informal as well. If it is a friend or someone close to your age, you can greet them by their first name, like Dear Alex. If you are writing to your relative, like your mother, father, uncle, aunt, etc., you may greet them as such, for example, Dear Mom, Dear Uncle, and so on. And if you are writing to an elder person, someone you respect greatly, you can address them as Mr. or Mrs. Like, say, for example, you are writing a congratulatory letter to your teacher, it can be addressed as Dear Mrs. Alex. The next in line is the introduction paragraph. And now we begin writing the actual letter. The introductory paragraph sets the tone of the whole letter. You might begin by asking the recipient about their well being, or you may say that you hope the letter finds them in good health and good spirits. The opening of informal letters should be casual and comforting. It must not be formal and direct as in formal letters. Next is the body of the letter. The letter overall should maintain a friendly tone, but you have to adjust the language and the wordings according to who you are writing to. With a friend, you can afford to be very casual, but if you are writing to an elder relative, you must be extremely respectful and considerate. One way to determine the tone of your letter is to remember how you talk to the person in the conversation and then apply the same mannerisms and sentiments to the letter. After the main body of the letter comes the conclusion. In the conclusive paragraph, sum up the reason for writing the letter. That is, summarize the letter. Say a meaningful and affectionate goodbye to the reader, and do not forget to invite the reader to write back or reply to your letter. It shows an intention to keep the conversation going. At the end, there is the signature. There is no one way to sign off informal letters. Since they do not follow a strict pattern, you may sign off as you feel like. Some commonly used phrases are lots of love, best, best wishes, kind regards, kindly, yours faithfully, yours sincerely, warm regards. Pick the one that best suits the occasion and then simply sign your name below the greeting. Here are some sample informal letters for your reference. Remember not to leave any lines between any paragraphs or anywhere between the letter. The format that we follow for an informal letter is said to be a block format. That means everything comes towards the margin. After learning about informal letter writing, now let's proceed further with formal letter writing. Formal letter writings are written for official purposes to authorities, dignitaries, colleagues, seniors, etc., and not to personal contacts, friends, or family. A formal letter is any letter written in the professional language with a prescribed format for a formal purpose. That means it can be a recommendation letter, enquiry letter, complaint letter, and so on. The language that you use has to be very formal, very professional. You cannot use any casual language while writing a formal letter. All business letters are formal. Such letters are used for a variety of reasons like a formal invitation, business proposal, making a complaint or an enquiry, applying for a job, and so on. In general, we can say there are three types of formal letters: business letters, letters for outlining any civic problems, that is, problems faced by the society as a general person, and job applications. While writing a formal letter, one should keep in mind the following things. It should be in specified format, straight to the point, relevant and objective, polite, even if it is a complaint letter, free from any mistakes, that is grammatical or spelling. It is very important that you keep these things in mind. Your letter should follow the given format, specified format that is given for a formal letter writing. You should avoid the use of unnecessary words. Your letter should be straight to the point, relevant, and objective. Don't write anything that is unwanted or not related to the topic or the subject which is given to you. Be very relevant, be very objective. The next important thing is to be polite. Even if it is a complaint letter, you cannot use any rude language or abusive language in your letter. You have to be polite to the authority to whom you are writing to. Please remember this very well. And the next important thing is free from any mistakes. Don't do any grammatical or spelling mistakes in your letters, otherwise, the person who is reading it may not understand what you want to tell that person. It is very important that you follow these rules strictly. Now let's discuss the format of a formal letter. The first thing that you write is the sender's details or address. The sender's details should be displayed on the top of the page. The sender's address should include all the detailed information about the sender, his name, and contact details. The next to be followed is the date. Followed by the sender's details, the date should be mentioned. The sender should mention the date on which the letter is written. The next in line is the receiver's details or address. Here you should mention the address of the receiver. As you are writing a formal letter to officials, which may include principal of the school, your teachers, librarian, head of departments, commissioner, editor, etc., you should mention the name or the position of the receiver followed by the address of the office. The next important thing for a formal letter is the subject. Always remember, you have to mention a subject for your formal letter. That subject line should basically talk about the purpose of the letter. That means it should explain why is the letter written. It should be short, it should be precise, not more than one sentence of 5 to 6 words. Next is the salutation. You should greet the person to whom you are writing the letter. As you are writing a formal letter, the greeting should not be too personal. You may use the word dear, but not always. Most of the time, we use the word respected, or just we mention as sir or madam. After the salutation starts the main body of the letter. Basically, the body of the letter is divided into 3 parts: paragraph 1, 2, and 3. Paragraph 1 introduces yourself and the purpose of writing this letter. In paragraph 2, explain the reason in detail. Paragraph 3, you have to conclude the letter. This section must say that what you are expecting or what you want as a solution. After the main body comes the complimentary closing. Now conclude the letter with complimentary closing like yours sincerely, yours faithfully, or so on. After the complimentary closing, you have to write your name or put your signature. Write your name followed by your signature or a designation. For example, if you are writing a letter as a captain of the school, below yours faithfully or yours sincerely, you will mention your name, school captain, and the name of the school. That is called as a designation for you. Here you can see the entire format on a single page. You can refer this page, and as you can see, the block writing format is to be used for both the letters, informal as well as formal. This means that all parts of the letter, address, subject, reference, paragraph, salutation, subscription, everything begins from the left hand side of the margin. You do not write anything towards the right hand side of the page. That is called as a block format. The next 2 slides, you will see some sample formal letters. Please go through them for a better understanding. That's all for today. In today's presentation, we have learnt about letter writing, formal as well as informal. I hope you have understood the concept. Thank you.